So the Community Food Pantry in Lawrence Weston is a community-led initiative run by a group of volunteers from Lawrence Weston, from the local area, that provides food and community on a weekly basis for people from the community. People come and pay £4 and get up to £20 worth of food. It's food that would otherwise go into landfill. So there's a real good environmental benefit. And it's the sense of community that I think people get when they come, and like the friendly faces and the warm welcome, and hopefully there's not too much stigma. I think people feel a lot of the time that around food provision that there's a stigma, but hopefully we're addressing that, because it's nothing to do with that at all. It's about reducing food going into landfill and just helping people out, really.
I think it is just a local. It's kind of obvious in the name, but it feels like a community hub. Because people come in, they have a chat with us. It's come in, have a chat that they might not have had if they were sat at home. They might be in a situation where they are stuck at home and they can't really go out that often. And come in here, they can obviously, as Stef said, community. They can get a community. They can have good conversations, good interactions. Even if it's just 10 minutes of chat, people always leave here feeling better than what they did when they came in. So
I think most people in areas like ours are getting by. It's hard. It's harder than it has been in previous years, for sure, financially, but people get by. I think the bigger why for us is, why we do it, would be around trying to connect people and those relationships. So for us, there's a massive emphasis on getting to know the people that come here and finding out about their stories and where they're at in life, and just having that regular connection with them. We run 51 weeks of the year, which is the kind of decision that the volunteers that run the food pantry, they made that decision because they wanted it to be as much as possible every week of the year, and they have Christmas off. But I think that's a massive motivation for us, is that building relationships and on an individual basis within the community.
So to me, we do this for not only, as Stef said, giving other people those sort of friendly interactions and removing waste from landfill and other things like that, but we also do it because, I mean, for us, it feels like a really good thing we're doing for the community. And so even if when I've had a bad day, I come in and I do this, and I always leave a lot happier because you're seeing other people. You might be making their day. You might just that one extra little bit of bread or the extra box of cereal. It can make their whole day or their week.
I think where we struggle as a small charity is having the manpower to do the bits all around the actual delivery of the pantry. So the collecting food, storing food appropriately, checking things are in date, making sure people are up to date in terms of food hygiene and stuff. There's a lot of work that goes into it. We run the pantry, like you say, 1 day a week, but there's plenty more work that goes on, and a lot of that's done on a volunteer basis, which is fine. But to make it more sustainable, it would be great to have some support around those kind of core costs, the costs that actually make it happen on the day.
For me, fun, like any kind of extra funding or money or anything like that, would help us sustain ourselves as well as what we get. So every now and then we might not have the best food to offer to people, but we can always, with extra funding, buy in some extra stuff ourselves, which could end up going a long way for people. And it would help sustain us for quite a while as well.
I think this model gives people real agency. It allows them to be an active participant, not just to receive something every week, but to choose to spend their money on what they want. It's a decision that people can make. I use my local food pantry. It's good value, and I know I'm stopping food that would otherwise be going to waste from going to waste. That's why I really like this particular community pantry model.